What's up, world? My name is Matthew Williamson, and this is the Questioning Center. Now, this channel is going to be mainly about paranormal stuff. You know, everything in between aliens and werewolves to paranormal activity on Skinwalker Ranch, even hauntings and things of that nature. This world is so mysterious to me, and I made these channels to better understand this world and to hopefully put a scientific spin on this whole paranormal topic of, unidentified, unclassified phenomena in our world that is never proven by science. Like, after all this time, wouldn't you think ghosts are proven by science? No. After all this time, wouldn't you think aliens will be proved by science? No, it hasn't been done yet. So this channel is there to prove what people have been saying for decades and centuries. Yes, I will be compiling all of the evidence that I found trying to research the numerous topics that are on this channel. But mainly this channel is dedicated to discovery of the Michigan Dogman. That's the first documentary we will be doing here, is the Michigan Dogman, because I'm so fascinated by a creature that's lived in my state and no one has heard about him or seen him besides only 4% of Americans. Only 4% of Americans have seen what they would call a werewolf. Only 4%. So out of that 4% of people, how many people out of that 4% will be willing to come forward and talk about their werewolf encounter? Hopefully this channel can make it easier for people to come out and talk to people about their encounters and their experiences, because our government, our media, our social media is not concerned about things that can be seen as crazy or seen as a, I don't want to say stupid, but misinformed. Because really, these people are seeing stuff that they can't prove. So someone has to prove it for them, right? Someone has to give them the evidence they're looking for and give them a scientific understanding of what's actually going on. Because if it can't be proved by science, how else can it be proved? Well, in part one of the documentary series, you already know how I was talking about my backstory and how I was 7 years old, believing everything that was paranormal related. But of course, you know that there's going to be hoaxes and people lying to make a quick buck off of a topic that you know that people really care about, especially if they actually seen it themselves. People really care about it if they know what's going on. Like, there's only small communities online, yes, but many people are willing to meet up in person at conventions and meet in person. Like how I traveled to North Carolina to meet an eyewitness that I've been watching on YouTube for months. And I met him because I knew that he believed what he was actually telling me and what he was telling his YouTube audience. He actually believed that this actually happened. So I had to believe in him because I could tell that he actually believed in this. So no, I myself can't believe it if I haven't seen it myself, but I can believe that somebody else actually believed they saw something, because I have a scientific mind. I have an open mind as well. I have a mind that's open to new things, to new experiences, to new knowledge. I'm always willing to learn something new, to figure out what's going on. Yes, I don't always understand what's going on and I might need help, but That's what you're here for. You're here to help me understand what's actually going on. Yes, this is the part 2 of the part 1 video where I talked about all of the stuff that made me want to keep going and to start a YouTube channel, because I've never wanted to make a YouTube channel besides when I was little and wanted to make a video gaming channel. When I was a teenage boy, I wanted to make a YouTube channel for video gaming. But even then, I wasn't willing to talk or willing to show my face, or people to hear my voice while I'm playing video games. I just wanted people to see the content, people to see me play video games. But now for this channel, it's completely different. I want people to see everything that's going on as I'm seeing it myself. Like, you can see me right now. I'm driving in my car, driving down, I think it's, I don't know, North Interstate Michigan, to a city known for Dogman encounters. I'm driving to a city known for Dogman encounters and werewolf sightings. It's gonna take me a while to get used to speaking on camera, and you know, public speaking is something I always worked on in school, but it's gonna be different talking to a YouTube audience and hearing myself on video. It's gonna be so strange because my voice is it's not meant for video, is it? No. I love to stick to the writing. Always writing out stuff is way more better for me to come across as clear and concise. And that's why I've been mainly writing on thequestioningcenter.com. I've been mainly writing for the Instagram page. I've been mainly writing for the TikTok page. But yes, I've been using text-to-speech so people can hear what I'm saying on TikTok. But still, I've been mostly writing out what I've been talking about when it comes to the paranormal topic, when it comes to the Dogman topic. But yes, I know it's going to be a lot of room to improve. Right now, I'm off a basic setup in my car. You know, I'm off a setup I bought from Amazon mostly. Like, I have this car mount for my phone, so I can record myself while I'm talking right now. Like, I didn't have that a couple weeks ago. Like, I never had that, so I could record myself while I'm in my car. Like, this is so brand new to me, and it looks so you know, it looks well enough to upload on YouTube. But you know what I'm saying, right? It's not professional quality. It's not Hollywood quality. It's more independent, more, you know, budget. I would say budget. Yeah, budget is a word. I have binoculars so I can look for the evidence from a distance. I have a tape measure so I can measure any evidence I find for scale. You know, I have the bare minimum it takes to go out and do field research and do real life investigating like a scientist should. A scientist should go out and investigate their material hands-on, you know, eye to eye. You have to have, you know, a real life connection to what you're researching in order to better understand what's going on. Because you can't just listen to someone that's only ever heard stuff from YouTube or from Facebook. Like, you got to go out in the real world and see what's going on for yourself. You can't just take everything for word from even me, because you don't even know me as a person, funnily enough. But as we go on this documentary series, you're gonna start to understand who I am as a person, and hopefully you'll better understand how you can trust what I'm saying and trust this evidence that's coming out from me as fact, and not just an opinion from someone reading from YouTube or TikTok or Instagram. Because at the end of the day, I'm in college, I'm in school to get my journalism degree, so I can research this as a real journalist with credentials, ready to report, ready to write, ready to transcript any evidence to government officials so that I can release it as a media content for people to take as fact, to people to take to heart as something that is actually happening in this world. Okay, guys, so as you can see, you know, I'm basically rambling all over the place when it comes to my channel and what we're talking about. But for now, this documentary series is focusing on the Michigan Dogman. So how did I hear about the Michigan Dogman, you might ask? Well, as you can see, I'm a young man, so of course I'm gonna be on YouTube 24 hours a day. And when you're on 24 hours a day on a website with billions, hundreds of billions of videos on one site, you can look at from your smartphone, from your TV, from your laptop. You're bound to find something new. You're bound to find a new comedy YouTuber that you can't stop watching and binge watching his videos for 10 videos straight. 1 minute you're on a cooking recipe for enchiladas. Next minute you're trying to figure out, do werewolves actually exist or not? That's just how YouTube works. Like the algorithm, I don't know if it worked like this. I don't know if it still works like this in 2022, but I remember from a period from 2010 to 2015 on YouTube, you'd watch one video and it just take you to a completely random video based off of your history. Like you could watch 3 separate videos, one cooking recipe, one workout video, and one car video. And then out of all those 3 videos, YouTube algorithm will recommend you a cat video, for instance. Like, it works so randomly. Like, it'll take you to the dark side of YouTube that we all come to love and learn. And basically that's how I learned about the Michigan Dogman, as a man living in Michigan his whole life. Like, that's so hard to believe that I had to figure out that the Michigan Dogman existed, not from my friends, not from teachers, not from people living in Michigan, shopping in Michigan stores, or driving Michigan cabs, Michigan buses. But I had to learn from YouTube. And the first time I've heard about the Michigan Dogman had to have been from the Dogman Encounters YouTube video. Their YouTube page it's got to have hundreds of videos of eyewitness interviews from Vic Cundiff, who I've actually spoken to over email. And it's just so crazy how life works and how things come together. And yeah, it had to have been, the Michigan Dogman was talked about in, at least a handful of videos where eyewitnesses talk about the Michigan Dogman. I'm not sure if the YouTuber I've actually met in North Carolina talked about it, but yeah, he talks about a lot of eyewitness testimony from all over the United States. And it's so crazy how I had to hear someone else's encounter instead of having it myself, because that just goes to show how rare of a cryptid this Dogman is. Yeah, so from the Vic Cundiff YouTube channel, I got into the Linda S. Godfrey books, Werewolves, The Beasts of Bray Road, and of course my most recent book I've read is the Michigan Dogman. That's a great book if you're just starting to learn about, werewolves existing, the Michigan Dogman, the Beast of Bray Road. And as you know, Michigan is not too far from Wisconsin, where the Beast of Bray Road is. Wisconsin is probably a 4-hour drive at most, 4 or 5 hour drive, and you can go to Bray Road easily. But I don't see why you want to do that if you're in Michigan and you have the Michigan Dogman to look out for. Yeah, so many cryptids. Like, I can talk about cryptids for hundreds of videos, and I think we are going to talk about cryptids for at least 100 videos or so. Probably way more than that. Easily 1,000, depending on how long this YouTube series lasts and how long it takes to find some evidence. So this is the part 2 of the finding evidence of the Michigan Dogman. And one thing I would say before we end this part 2 is that no one is an expert when it comes to the Michigan Dogman. As far as I know, no one is an expert when it comes to cryptids, even Bigfoot. Like, yes, researchers are learning a lot of things every day, but we still don't know a lot about these creatures. Like, you could talk to the most experted Bigfoot person in the world that researches Bigfoot 24/7, 12 hours a day, and still they won't know where this Bigfoot is coming from. They don't know how long Bigfoot lives. They don't know if Bigfoot is an alien or if it's a undiscovered primate. They still don't know that, even though they're the most experted Bigfoot researcher. Like, we all know about the History Channel and the Sci-Fi Channel and how they have their series on urban legends and Bigfoot and even werewolves and aliens. I mean, as much as experts as they try to be, you can never be a true expert until you find the evidence that can be proven to the mainstream public, which is what I'm doing. That's the main goal, is to bring the evidence to light for everyone to see. Man, I'm gonna have a long morning and afternoon, guys, because I'm gonna be in this city I've never been to, doing some research. And hopefully that research will make me into some type of expert one day. Maybe in 10 years' time, I can look back at this video and laugh at it as a werewolf expert, laugh at it as someone that's so intertwined with the paranormal world that I can be like, wow, I'm such a naive person that doesn't know what's going on. I have no clue what I'm about to find or what I can find, or if there's anything to find at all, and this is just a made-up conspiracy made up by the government to keep us, you know, in this bubble, so we don't figure out the real truth that's being hidden away from us. And another thing, I would say this, a very important distinction I would make. Whenever I say the government, and I'm gonna have to bring this up in, you know, future videos too. Whenever I say the government, I do not mean the government as in the post office. I don't mean the government as in someone working for the White House. I don't mean the press secretary of the White House. I don't mean the Supreme Court of the White House. I don't mean the Secretary of State. No. I'm not talking about that branch of the government. Because if you know anything about the government is the largest body of anything in any country. They're the largest gang if you want to call it that. They're the largest gang. They're the largest corporation. They're the largest business in the world, in this country. There's so many people working for the government. There's probably, I wouldn't be surprised if there's half the country working for the government, because it's so big and it needs so many people to keep going, that so much money from our taxes, from our tax dollars that they take out of our paychecks every pay cycle goes to the government, that they're getting paid by us, the citizen. So whenever I say the government, I'm not talking about the 150 million people or so working for the government, working for the post office or whatever. I'm talking about the deep state government, the private government, the breakaway government, the government that takes the real money, the government that works under the defense department of the government. I will have to say they work for the defense section of the government. Yes. It's the private government that broke away from the defense sector of the government. Possibly even the Air Force too, or United States military. It's a breakaway government, and they're using our money to research the paranormal, to research Skinwalker Ranch, because they won't tell you this, but even History Channel will tell you this. The government secretly is taking this subject that we're all researching seriously, but they won't tell the mainstream topic because the phenomenon is so elusive that they can't catch it, because it doesn't want them to catch it. And only a select few humans will ever experience what many people have claimed in the past. And what the questioning center here is doing is bridging the gap between people's knowledge of the paranormal world, the government not telling you what's actually going on, the media keeping you in the dark of these strange paranormal activities happening to people. I'm working for the questioning center as the bridge to unite everyone on the same topic of paranormal activity being real life. And I will use science to prove it. Hopefully you guys like this video. This is my second ever YouTube video where I'm showing my face, where I'm actually talking and trying to enunciate and talk clearly so everyone can hear me. I don't know if I'll add subtitles in the future, but I know YouTube has like auto-generated subtitles that might work good for some people. But that's it for this video. I hope you all will have a good day. Check out all my other pages on Instagram and TikTok, and have a good day, and rest of your day. I'll probably cut that out.